All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. So just a few things at the top, and then happy to dive in and take your questions. This morning, Secretary Austin departed for Hawaii as the United States continues to deliver on our shared regional vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific, working together with our partners and allies in the region. Secretary Austin will preside over the U.S. Indo-Pacific change of command between Admiral John Aquilino and Admiral Sam Paparo. I will leave the full accolades to Secretary Austin tomorrow that he will deliver in his remarks, but the department is very grateful to Admiral Aquilino for his decades of service to the U.S. Navy and to the United States. Also in Hawaii, Secretary Austin will meet bilaterally with Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defense Marles and Japanese Minister of Defense Kiyahara. The three leaders will also convene together for a trilateral defense ministerial meeting. And finally, Philippines Secretary of National Defense Teodoro will join for the second ever multilateral meeting of defense ministers from Australia, Japan, the Philippines, and the United States. Each meeting will cover a range of important topics on deepening defense and security ties among our nations. And of course, Secretary Austin will meet with service members supporting the Indo-Pacific Theater. We will have more on all of these meetings in the days ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sabrina. So yesterday, Chinese Coast Guard have fired water cannon at two Philippine vessels, and which is elaborating tension in South China Sea. And tomorrow, Secretary Austin will meet Japan and the Philippine Defense Minister in Hawaii to strengthen commitment to the region. But what does the Pentagon expect Japan to do to maintain security in this region?
Well, look, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the Japanese government. I would refer you to them to speak to any actions that they're taking. What you're seeing, though, tomorrow with the secretaries meeting between the Philippines, Australia, Japan, it's a second meeting of this type that's being held. So what you're seeing is a deepening of cooperation and security ties, and that's incredibly important in the region. In terms to what you're referring to, I mean, we have and will continue to be clear with Beijing that these actions by the PRC put Filipino crews in danger. They've caused injuries, they've caused damage, they're complete disregard and violation of international law. And so we stand firm with the Philippines and our commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty. And we really are doing historic work with Manila. We're supporting their military modernization. We're coordinating at every level of government. And so that's something that you're going to see with Secretary Austin tomorrow. Yet again, another conversation building on the relationship from the past, over the last 4 years.